And welcome. In this video I will talk about two techniques which are used to protect the privacy of our data. So these two techniques are pseudonymization and anonymization. Now in pseudonymization, the objective is to prevent the direct identification of our data which belongs to an entity. So once we perform this pseudonymization, the data privacy laws, the requirements of these data privacy laws becomes less stringent. For example, the GDPR, which stands for General Data Protection Regulation, and it is a privacy law which is implemented in the Europe. Now in pseudonymization we use pseudonyms which are just like aliases, and these are artificial identifier to represent the data related to an entity. So this pseudonym has no value outside the process which is used to create this pseudonym, and a second source is required, for example our database, to link the artificial identifier or pseudonym or alias with the original data. So this pseudonymization process is reversible. So you can get the original data by linking the pseudonym through a second source to the original data. So you can get the original data from the pseudonym. So this process is reversible. Now the tokenization is just like pseudonymization, and instead of using the pseudonymization or pseudonyms, we use the tokens. Rest the process and the feature is the same. So this tokenization is also reversible. Now once we talk about data anonymization, so the objective over here is to remove all kinds of identification which relates it to the original data. So by performing anonymization, the data privacy laws becomes irrelevant, since there is no more any relation between the original data and the data which has been anonymized. So for example, the General Data Protection Regulation becomes irrelevant once we perform the anonymization in a perfect manner. So there are no aliases which were previously used in pseudonyms, and this process is also irreversible, so you cannot get the original data back. However, it is very difficult to perform it truly, and data inference techniques may be used to extract the meaning of the original data, even if it has been anonymized. For example, if a database contains the data related to actors and the list of movies in which each actor has performed and the payment he got against a specific movie. So even if we anonymize this data by removing the actor's name from the database, a person who knows a specific actor has performed in specific movies can make out the sense that how much payment he received against all these movies, because no other actor has performed in the same movies. So even even if we have performed this anonymization, the data inference techniques just like this can be used to infer the data, the original data. Now the data masking is also anonymization, and in this we shuffle the data inside columns. For example, this is the original table which contains the first name, the last name and age, and this is the same table but the data inside each column has been shuffled. Now this second table does not represent the original data, and there is no linkage between a subject and its data, because this data in each column has been shuffled in a random fashion. So this process is irreversible and it is not possible to get the original data from this table. Now if a table which contains only 3 columns and 4 rows, just like this table, then a person can make out or can guess the original data. But if a database contains thousands of rows and thousands of columns, then it is impossible to get the original data. So the purpose in data masking is the same, that is anonymization of the data. So it makes the data impossible to retrieve back. However, the aggregated value inside a data which contains numerical numbers will remain the same. For example, if you see the third column of age, then the aggregated age value, by summarizing all the 4 ages and dividing them by 4, it would be 29. And once you will shuffle the data inside this age column, this aggregated value will remain the same, that is 29. So this was all from my side. Please stay connected. Thank you.